Today, your senses feel crowded. The world presses loud and quick, and it is easy to lose the quiet inside. You are invited to pause right now, to step back from the clamor and find the soft center that already waits. Sit or lie down in a way that feels like coming home. Place your hands gently on your belly and let the weight of your palms remind you that you have a place to return. Breathe in slowly through the nose, hold for a gentle count if that feels natural, and exhale fully through the mouth, letting the outside noise soften. I will guide you with a calm and steady voice so you can hear what your body already knows. Notice the cool air entering the nostrils, the warm skin under your hands, and the pleasant heaviness at the eyelids as they begin to settle. Here in this space, you are safe, and everything that arises can be met with curiosity rather than alarm. Later, we will light a small crystal of lavender light in your belly to help you find clear, urgent answers when you need them most. Allow the body to ease into support. Feel the surface beneath you as a kind hand that holds, the soles of your feet relaxed if they touch the floor, or the soft curve of the mattress or chair shaping your spine. Bring attention to the contact of your hands with the abdomen and notice any heat there, like a small hearth. You may become aware of sounds far away that feel less important now, or of the fabric against your skin that grounds you with subtle texture. Give yourself permission to relax the jaw, to let the shoulders drop by a small degree, and to trust the safety of this moment. Imagine a gentle curtain of soft wood scent or lavender hovering just beyond the skin, sheltering this time from obligation. In this safe container, you can begin to listen downwards into the body with kindness and patience. Breathe in a measured rhythm that feels like a tide, longer in and smooth out. Count if it helps. Inhale for 4 beats, hold for 2, and exhale for 6, or choose a rhythm that fits your body. With each inhale, picture a pale lavender light drawing in through the nose, traveling down the throat, and pooling in the belly like warm water. With each exhale, imagine any tightness loosening, as if small knots unravel in the hips and lower back. As you breathe, notice the rib cage expanding and the gentle rise of the abdomen under your hands. Sense the diaphragm moving like a soft hand, lifting and lowering, and hear the tiny sound of breath like wind through leaves. If the mind wanders, gently guide it back, as if coaxing a child across a small stream. Notice also the heartbeat, a steady metronome beneath the ribs, and let it be an ally in steadying the mind. If you are comfortable, spend a few breaths lengthening the exhale a little more than the inhale, and notice how the nervous system quiets. Now, if you feel willing, pause here and share a small sign with the community below. If this brief pause brought calm, leave one word in the comments that names your experience. It can be light, clarity, ease, safety, or any single simple image that came up. Your word can be the exact direction another person needed today. By offering one small word, you help make this quiet place visible to someone else in a noisy moment. When you return your attention here, I will guide you deeper. Guide your awareness now into the lower body. Feel the weight of the legs sinking into the support, the ankles loose, the knees soft. Notice any temperature differences between feet and thighs, perhaps a coolness along the toes and a warm heaviness in the calves. Sense the contact points where the legs meet the chair or the floor, an earth-like reassurance that you are held. Imagine the presence of a neighbor who sits by the threshold and nods with approval as you root. A friend who whispers that standing is possible because you are supported. Let your hips open like a gate that lets energy pass through, and allow the pelvis to release tiny muscles that hold tension. Touch the inner surfaces of your thighs with the attention of an explorer, and note any textures you find, muscle tightness, or a smooth ease. Name silently to yourself the parts of the lower body, speaking softly inward the words gastrocnemius, femur, hip joint if those names help you map sensation, and then soften them back into simple felt awareness, like warmth or weight. Feel how gravity and breath together create a sense of stability that you can return to anytime. The guardian at the edge of your awareness affirms that you belong to the ground and that safety begins beneath your feet. Bring a soft focus to the center of your body, your belly, the small cave where intuition gathers. Visualize a round crystal sitting there like a pearl or an orb, about the size of a small apple. See it at first dull, and then slowly brightening into a lavender glow with flecks of silver. Notice its texture as if it were warm glass or polished stone, a slight vibration like a humming string under the skin. Feel it pulse in time with your breath, expanding gently as you inhale and contracting with the exhale, each pulse a tiny answer arriving as sensation rather than as thought. Imagine running your inner hand along its surface and feeling both cool and warm at once, like sunrise on a stone. As this crystal illuminates, meet 5 figures who come to support the center. The teacher kneels forward and points gently to a seam of light. The healer breathes warmth into any bruised places. The librarian places a tiny book of your days into the crystal for safekeeping. The wanderer smiles and lays down a map of possible paths. The child sits in your lap and tugs at your sleeve with simple wonder. Each one offers a small gift, a color, a texture, a scent. The teacher offers a phrase with soft authority, and the healer hums a note. Now there is a question you can ask out loud or in the mind. Speak or think a short, urgent question like, "What do I need now?" or "Which step next?" and then feel the crystal respond, not with words, but with sensations, images, or a subtle knowing that settles like a stone in the belly. A voice may arise in response. You might hear the guardian first, replying in a low, sure tone, "I will keep you steady." You may feel the teacher adding, "Listen to the warmth and notice how your belly tilts toward yes." You might ask, "How will I know?" and the friend answers with an image, a light on a path, a small, steady lamp. Then you might say, "I am afraid of being wrong," and the child whispers, "Trust the small yes that feels like home." Lastly, the librarian offers a short instruction. Write it down or say it quietly to anchor it. Let this conversation be gentle and expansive. Stay with each exchange long enough to feel its texture and allow tears or a smile to arise without judgment. Hear also the voice of your own inner guide. Say, "You can carry this answer in your body, and it will show up as comfort or as a small, steady pull toward action." These exchanges are not proofs, but invitations to test and apply. Notice the way language softens into sensation, and let that be acceptable. Lift the attention now upward from the belly into the heart. Feel a wash of rose-colored light that warms the chest like sunlight on skin. Sense the breath broadening the heart space and the shoulders opening to a slightly greater circumference. Let the throat and voice chamber fill with pale honey-colored light, as if words are being polished on the inside before they arrive. Imagine the violet light from the belly threading up through the spine and scattering like fine dust into the throat and into the space between the eyebrows. In the space behind the eyes, there may be a small flame of indigo or violet, the third eye, that clarifies and sharpens vision. Allow images to come without forcing them. Supplant thought with imagery and sensation. Notice whether a phrase forms, a single sentence of intention, and let the voice within find its tone, whether soft, concise, or firm. If you feel resistance, breathe into it and see the light ease it. The healer may press a palm to the heart area and hum. The wanderer may trace a memory that clarifies a pattern. Let the throat know it is permitted to speak when the time is right. Now choose. A short intention phrase that feels true and doable. It might be, "I choose clarity," "I choose to rest," "I choose the next right step." Say it inwardly and feel it as an alignment that the whole body recognizes. Give yourself 30 seconds of quiet to receive any impressions, images, sensations, or words that arrive. Trust whatever comes, even if it is only a small shifting in the chest. If nothing seems to come, you can ask again in simpler terms and listen. The teacher, the guardian, and the friend are all available to reaffirm the intention and to help translate subtle signals into practical nudges. Bring the energy down slowly to integrate. Picture the lavender crystal in your belly consolidating everything you have received into a soft, compact glow. Hold the intention there, like a pebble in a pocket, and imagine it sending thin threads of light into your hands so you can touch the world with the same clarity. Make a plan for one tiny next step you could take in the next hour that honors what you just learned. It might be a single message, a 15-minute walk, a brief conversation, or letting someone know you need space. Anchor this by placing your hands on your belly for 3 breaths and silently repeating your intention twice. The librarian reminds you that you can return to this crystal whenever you need, and the healer assures you that small, consistent choices build trust. The angels whisper that this is your moment to awaken. There is divine guidance ready to be revealed, and you only need to open your heart to hear it. The energy around you is being lifted, preparing you to receive clarity, protection, and answers that once felt distant. They say, do not fear. We are by your side. Your intuition is being activated so you can see your path with more light, more safety, and more purpose. When you connect with this spiritual activation, everything begins to make sense. Signs appear, coincidences increase, and your soul feels at peace. The angels are guiding you urgently yet lovingly because something important is about to enter your life. When you are ready, begin to bring movement back into the body. Wiggle the toes and the fingers, feel the weight shift where you make contact with the surface. Let the shoulders roll if that feels good, and take a soft stretch of the neck. Keep the eyes closed a few moments longer and notice how the light in the belly persists like a lantern carried beneath a coat. Thank yourself and the inner companions, the teacher, the guardian, the friend, the child, and the healer for their presence. When you open your eyes, do so slowly and carry the lavender light with you as a small inner lamp. If this practice resonated, consider subscribing for more sessions like this and leave a single word in the comments that names the feeling you will carry into the next hour. You are held, you are seen, and you are capable of receiving the answers you need. May your inner light guide your urgent steps with tenderness and clarity. Namaste.